So, scrolling through Netflix this weekend with a couple of my friends, and we come across Twilight. So, we had to watch it. And the very first line of the movie is, I've never given much thought as to how I would die. And that really got me thinking because I can honestly say haven't really thought about how I would die either. I think I always just assumed it would be at an old age from like natural causes in my sleep or something like that. But unfortunately, that's not always the case. Um, I feel like people's meanings of death or what death means to them is has a lot to do of based on their experiences around death. Um, I can say a lot, if not all, of my experiences of death with like family members and loved ones throughout my lifetime were very unpredictable. Um, Being someone who likes to plan things out and know what's going on. Not gonna say I'm the biggest fan of surprises. The unpredictable aspect of death is what scares me. Not so much the dying process itself. I don't know if that's weird or not. Um, and I just feel like the permanent aspect of death is petrifying. I mean, once you're gone, you're gone. It's the whole cliche saying of something along the lines of you never really know what you have until it's gone. There's no going back. Um, Death in my family or in my household is not really something that's discussed. It's kind of something that's like kicked under the rug, if you want to say that. Having reality orientation, I do have a grandmother who lives with us who is 87 this year, and I know it's probably a topic that should be discussed but will never be. Um, as a nursing student, um, it has really opened my eyes to death and what death is to other people and how other people um, experience and talk about death in ways I've never seen or heard before. And that's another thing I'm hoping to get out of this class is just a new understanding and perspective of death, hopefully to open my comfort zone or what I'm comfortable with death and like not to be as nervous to talk about it. Being on psychiatric unit last semester, I feel like I had the most difficulty out of many others in my group talking about things like homicide and suicide just because the death aspect is just something it's not something I like to think about, so I choose not to, and it's not something that it scares me. It's just, yeah. So, in summary, dying process itself, not so much scary, but the whole unpredictable, the whole permanent, the whole inevitable, that's what gets me. And what I'm just hoping to get is a better understanding, maybe enlightenment, and more comfort with talking about death, dealing with death, things like that. So, thanks for listening.